Hell, according to their website, there are several Chick-fil-A locations within driving distance of me. Even more bizarrely, if you ask any Channel Awesome contributor, they'll tell you that the only food I subsist on is chicken fingers. Which is bullcrap and you know it, especially when you have this clip of me on this very show angrily eating lettuce.
Isn't that clip showing the hologram of you and not really you?
Shut up! 2 pages in and nothing has happened except naked woman. This is gonna hurt. We open with a preview page seeing our heroes running at the reader. Meet Mr. Magnificent and his Team Supreme. Meet them tomorrow at the Scottsdale Mall near the Arby's in the food court. Brick wall. Certain people sit atop him. Dasher. They originally wanted Prancer and Vixen, but they were too expensive. Suicide Smythe. His superpower is deeply problematic. And the ever-delightful Doll. She's only delightful, though, if you buy her accessories. They specialize in the uncanny, the bizarre, the totally outrageous. And they finally met their match when encountering Marvel. And their saga begins on the very next page. How ironic would it have been if the next page turned out to be an advertisement? I am but a simple man who plays video games mostly for fun, but also to act out aggressive feelings caused by awful comic books that are best not expressed in real life. Also, my desire to befriend fantastical creatures and stuff them in tiny balls. He also mentions that he owes Steve for practically raising him after their parents died. And indeed, it seems like he's definitely made something with his life, having built a large business selling nutritional programs to sports franchises and training camps. Thanks to the money he borrowed from you. Yeah, and he built a successful business with it. Did he never pay you back? What's the problem? Steve shows off a device he's been constructing, an intensifier, he calls it. Specifically, the idea is that it will stimulate an increase in muscle mass. Sort of like using steroids, only without the harmful effects. I'm working on a similar device for cocaine. It'll also decrease reaction time and increase strength by 10 to 15% over the long term. As such, he wants Jack to give it a try, who's only too eager to do so. Darlene is wondering if this is at all safe. Relax, Darlene. I've been testing it on myself for weeks, with no negative after effects. I mean, aside for excessive beard growth. In lots of different places. I just wanted to make it available to Jack, to give him an extra edge, before the League learned of it, and I had to submit my machine for FDA testing. Wow, a weird machine that recreates the effects of steroids that hasn't been approved of through the proper channels, nor has it been vetted for legal use by the League? You'd be dumb not to just step inside and let it have a party with your genetics. I'm pretty sure the same machine ended up in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, or a David Cronenberg movie. Anyway, a few hours later, Darlene is talking with Jack about this whole thing in the park, worried about how he's so eager to be a part of this experiment. Listen, Darlene, every professional athlete is at the mercy of his body. You're constantly running the risk of a sudden, crippling, career-ending injury. So that's why I want to step into a weird machine that screws around with my body that hasn't been legally approved of yet. There's no risk at all to my career. We then cut to 5 minutes ago! But when he arrives, he sees Sloan and his men having just shot Steve by accident. Idiot! That creep cost us a bundle on the game, but I only wanted to bust him up, not kill him! Steve, I'm very sorry about this! Tell you what, the debt's off. We cool? Okay, sounds good. I'd say that makes sense in context, but that would imply I wanted you to read that trash fire of a miniseries. In this comic about a superhero that is a cow with super speed, dear lord, I love comic books. The vent leads them into the vault, which is basically a high-tech computer room. Psycho Lady wants to just blow everything up and be done with it, but French Princess Lady apparently is also a master hacker, and she wants to try breaking in digitally. Unfortunately, the computer isn't being responsive. No one ever said I was beautiful and sexy and intelligent. And she's making the wah-wah-wah shrug. Hilarious. Hey, no one shows us up like that! It's a cow! Now, as I said, the game is based on World of Darkness, meaning there's a lot of vampire clans and affiliations and politics. But we're gonna skip over this and focus on the story and game on its own merits. After the tutorial level, you're free to explore Santa Monica and start picking up quests. The main storyline one starts off with us getting some explosives for a dude named Mercurio so they can blow up a warehouse from a vampire gang called the Sabbat. There are various side quests to be done in the game to get more experience points, as well as some extra cash. They can range anywhere from reuniting a thin-blood Australian surfer vampire with his love and sire, to investigating a lost bounty hunter working for a bail bondsman. That quest leads us to a prosthetics maker and his...
Welcome to my creepy basement.
Oh hey! We also get Speed Steer's trademark catchphrase. The third cover is Athena and Ares' heads above the RV that's on fire. Given the whole Zeus connection of the previous cover, these two have failed in their mission to protect this RV, I guess. We open where we left off, the RV exploding in the water. We got him! He's happy now, but wait until he finds out the insurance won't cover this. They're hopeful that Manny, the guy trying to take back the woman from Paris, was inside of it when it exploded. They're a little confused why the fire is still burning in the water, and I think there may have been a disconnect here between artist and writer. I think the idea was that there was supposed to be a glow from inside the water, since Athena leaps out of the water at this point, and the fire disappearing behind her. But the artist just actually drew the burning wreckage on the bits that were poking out of the water. After all, why would they be confused that it was still burning if it's not submerged? Anyway, yeah, Athena's carrying her unconscious police detective partner. Insects! Children! You dare take up arms against me and mine? I'm gonna take this detective and beat you to death with him one-handed! Hell's Kitchen is aching muscles and growling stomachs.
We're in the middle of service right now, and I want food. Shut it!
Hell's Kitchen is where I was born. And born again. The burgers sizzle and snap.
Burger requested medium well, stone cold in the middle, and it's fucking rare. Fuck off.
The eggs, they're the best part.
Why is he cooking scrambled egg when he can't even season it?
Anyway, yeah, Matt's working at a diner even as Foggy, Ben, and Glory sit down to eat. Matt knocks off for the day, not wanting to see them just yet. He notices a helicopter in the sky, and we see that the Kingpin has indeed tracked him thanks to a tip from that Santa guy a while ago. Yes, Murdoch will reveal himself when Hell's Kitchen burns.
The ducks burn! You're cooking in a burnt pan, you fucking dick!
Manny shrugs and figures, if that's what they gotta do, then fine. However, Detective Partner thinks there's another way to settle this. My grandfather's grandfather worshipped you as his goddess. In his name, I ask that you don't spill the blood of all here. Okay, what was his name? You don't even remember? Do you remember your great-great-grandfather's name? I never had one.